Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2021 general reading. We're looking at the first 2 weeks of July from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for the air sign of Aries, our Rams. Welcome everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, for all your support of my YouTube channel, comments, shares, hitting that subscribe button, liking, donations, feedback, reaching out for personal readings. Thank you for each and every bit of it because it all helps. So this reading is for Aries for the first 2 weeks of July 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aries. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for an Aries. It's a general reading, of course, going to resonate a little differently for everyone. Watch all of your signs for additional insight. And if you find that any of it resonates with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, you can click on the description link below, that little arrow, which will show you my contact details, email address, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Feel free to email me directly. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I can respond. I usually respond within the same day with more information, and I do readings full-time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent about scheduling in a timely manner. So email me if you're interested. I'd be delighted to hear from you. Okay, Aries. Let's see what the first 2 weeks of July have in store for you. I am using primarily the Deviant Moon Tarot and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. I just recently came back from spending some time in the French Quarter in New Orleans. Of course, I had to buy some new tarot decks, and I am really enjoying them. The Deviant Moon Tarot, here's what the box looks like. I was quite drawn to the artwork. It's sort of strange and bizarre, but in a beautiful way, and I really quite like it. Okay, Aries. Aries, first 2 weeks of July. We begin with the Magician, followed by the Chariot, the Eight of Swords, with the Knight of Swords, feeling like you can't speak your truth. We have the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Five of Wands. Fives are almost always, well, I think always, fives are numbers that represent unexpected change, conflict, which precedes change. Usually change is preceded by some kind of disruption or conflict. The Five of Wands can represent winning at all costs. But often with the Five of Wands, the cost is that you lose, or there's estrangement or separation between you and other people. It can be wanting to win just because you want to be the one winning, wanting to have the last word for no other reason than that you just want to have the last word. It's kind of like, I want what I want and I don't care what it costs. But it does cost, and in hindsight there's usually grief after that, right? It's a hard-won victory, meaning that there's a lot of damage done during this victory, both to whoever it is you're in conflict with and to yourself as well. And is the victory, whatever it is you want, really worth that? And then we have the Magician and the Chariot. I feel like you feel stymied, stuck, like you want to do something or wanted to manifest something, and you're finding it so much harder than you think. And it also feels like you can't speak, or you can't speak your truth, or you feel like you can't, right? Because maybe I'm really quite drawn to the two cards in the center here, the Eight of Swords, which is a card of feeling trapped, bound. But swords The suit of swords is governed by the element of air, which governs our mind. So these swords represent ideas, perspectives, belief systems, ideologies. This person feels like if they leave the tower, if they leave their comfort zone, if they just take a step out, they're going to fall and impale themselves on these swords, these ideas. This is a card of feeling trapped, of feeling bound, of feeling helpless. And what's with it, what clarifies it, is the Knight of Swords. He's the conversation bringer. I kind of look at him as sort of the mailman, which instigates conversation. Knights usually represent offers, opportunities for change coming in, because that's what they bring. They bring change, right? And opportunities for change. And the Knight of Swords is the Knight of Air. And I always look at this as a conversation knight. This feels like you feel like you can't speak your truth. I feel actually like I've just swallowed a big boulder, Aries. It's kind of like there's a lot of things you want to say or that you could say, but you feel like you can't speak it because maybe you feel you can't speak it because it wouldn't do any good, or maybe you've tried before. And so even though you have this compulsion to want to speak whatever it is you want to say, you feel like it's not going to do any good, so you don't. Or you feel like you're not good at words, or you're not good at verbal communication, and you're afraid that you won't find the right words, it'll come out the wrong way, or there'll be drama or whatever. And so you keeping it all inside, but it's such a burden. It feels like a heaviness in my stomach. And the Magician and the Chariot, this is trying to manifest something, but finding it really, really, really hard. Because the Chariot represents success, but it's on a very difficult path. It means that the path to success is really difficult. You think about in Roman and medieval times, the chariot races, right? Those things were brutal. It's not like there was any ties. There was only one winner. And it's all about staying focused and ambitious in order to get there. The Magician is the manifester. He knows how to manifest things through a combination of his own God-given talents, visualization, and the actual hard work to make something manifest into reality. So this feels like you might be feeling like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can make this happen, and I don't even know how to talk about it because I feel like I can't speak, or I can't find the right words, or I'm afraid that if I do speak, it's just going to cause all this drama. And then we have the Eight of Cups, which is a card of leaving and walking away to find your true fulfillment and abundance. Clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, you might be seeking security or more nurturing of some kind. It may be that you feel you're not getting enough nurturing, you're not getting enough, stability. Let's clarify. Clarify the Five of Swords as overall energy. Conflict. Extreme ambition. Wanting to win, wanting to do whatever it is, wanting to win, even no matter what it costs, even if it costs relationships. The Devil, toxic negative cycles. The Five of Swords again. And the Queen of Wands. So there's a person central here. This Queen of Pentacles could be another person that's important, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But I actually feel like for most of you, this is symbolic, means it's about the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, not a specific person. I feel like this Queen of Wands, Aries, maybe you're involved with another fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, so this could be your energy. There's a lot of conflict here, and it's the same conflict. This is not old conflict. This is not new conflict. This is old conflict. Let me just show you these cards here. Sometimes it's hard to pick them up off the desk. So we have two Five of Swords, and right in the middle, the Devil. So repeating cards in a spread, which is why I use a different deck to clarify, to see if that actually comes out. Two repeating cards in the spread means that there's really a lot of energy in that area, and it's kind of like spirit pointing an arrow saying, there's an abundance of energy here, which could be positive or it could be negative. Here it's negative, it's challenging, and it's ongoing, it's circular, because the Devil represents cycles that we're caught in, which is why it shows up for, addictions, things that we do to such excess that they become harmful. But there's something about it which keeps bringing us back in, because the devil is ultimately about enslavement through temptation, right? So whatever this conflict is, and I really feel like this is a relationship. Now, it might not be a romantic relationship, could be a relationship of another kind, friend, family member, boss, coworker, but it feels like this relationship has been in place for a while, and the conflict is circular, meaning you're fighting about the same things over and over again. The conflict is about the same things over and over again, and it may be that one of the fundamental aspects of this conflict is that one person is being selfish. One person is doing whatever it is they want to do, even though it's costing them, conflict in the relationship or strife, and may end up eventually even costing them, the relationship period or relationships period. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Let's clarify the Magician and the Chariot. What are you trying to manifest, or what have you been trying to manifest that feels so difficult, Aries? The Ace of Wands, a new beginning. And the Ten of Cups, happy home, feeling like everything's come together, fruition, fulfillment, achievement, especially around home and family. So, yeah, again, perhaps marriage. This is about a relationship, family, home thing. And it might not be romantic, like in the marriage. Family can mean like your blood family too. But, it feels like maybe in the past or the recent past, you decided to try doing something new to see if it could make things better in your home, the home and family area of your life, or relationships, marriage, long-term relationships. But it's turned out to be very, very difficult, and you're wondering if, in fact, it's something you can manifest. What are you trying to manifest here? What is it you feel so trapped? Can't speak your truth. What is it that you... It feels like, Aries, you want something to be better, and you were trying in some other ways to make it be better, but I don't think those ways included talking about it. It feels like you feel very restrained in talking about it. Like you're afraid that it'll cause more drama because you'll say the wrong thing, or you won't be able to find the right words, so it's sitting inside of you like a rock. The Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords. Wanting to heal. The Six of Swords is healing. It's moving away from the source of the conflict and into a better place. And the Eight of Swords again. Wow. So we have two Eight of Swords. Really feeling helpless. Really feeling like you just can't find the right words, that you can't communicate what you want to or how you want to, and trying to fix things or make things better in other ways. But it's really difficult, and there's some doubt as to whether you can, because you feel like you can't, that healing can't. I feel like you wanted this relationship or situation to be better, Aries, and I feel like you may have started to try to do other things in a different and maybe better way, but it feels like none of those ways really included speaking your truth and sitting down and having these blunt or open conversations, even if they sparked a bit of conflict. You wanted to stay away from that, so you kept it all inside. But I think that's going to be an essential part of, I don't think this thing can progress or heal or become better and healthier without you speaking that, because speaking your truth is important. Whatever you hold on to inside, if you hold on to it long enough, it begins to fester and make you sick, right? There's a saying, I don't know, it might be out of one of the 12-step groups, you're only as sick as your secrets, what you hold inside, because it feels like, again, like I've eaten rocks. It's just like a heaviness in my stomach. So then we have the Eight of Cups, which is leaving, walking away, turning, wanting to leave something, you're in search of the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. And here we have the Queen of Pentacles, and it might be a specific person for some of you that you're wanting to be with or leaving or something, but it feels more like, I mean, the Queen of Pentacles, the queens, all the queens have that nurturing aspect. The Queen of Pentacles is very hands-on. You know, she's, oh, you're sick, I'll make you chicken soup, I'll cook, I'll clean, I'll make sure your clothes are, I mean, you know, she's very capable and practical and resourceful, but very nurturing in a hands-on kind of way, you know. If something happens with a friend or something, she's the first one over there with a vacuum cleaner and a casserole or a list of, you know, counselors. She's very practical. She nurtures in a very physical way, right? Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. This is insufficiency and lack, feeling shut out, feeling on the outside. All these feelings you have inside, Aries, but you're not talking about them, but you feel them. I feel like you're looking for some form of, you know, of nurturing. I feel like for maybe a lot of you, this is a relationship which is still together, and obviously it feels like there's no lack of love and caring and of wanting this relationship, this situation to become better. And it feels like you've been doing some things better or in a better way, but there's not the communication. There's not open and honest communication about the relationship or about the issues or anything like that. It's like trying to, you know, having a whole bunch of leaks and trying to solve it by putting band-aids on all of them. And it's not, you actually just need to go in and fix the problem, and there's no way around that but communicating. And I feel like, and that may be your weak point. You may not be a good communicator. Or you may feel like you're not a good communicator, but you know, we don't become better at the thing we don't do, right? Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords, communication, the Queen of Cups. So, yeah, we got three kings here, three queens, four if you count this Queen of Wands. I don't think that you're in search of three women or three men or whatever. I think you're in search of, queens all have that nurturing energy. The Queen of Swords is a great, you know, conversationalist, and she's a bit sharp sometimes, but she keeps you on your toes. The Queen of Cups is very loving and nurturing and soft and sensual and feminine. The Queen of Pentacles is a great cook, and she, I mean, I'm paraphrasing, you know, textbook here. But, you know, and then the Queen of Wands is fire and passion. There's like all four queens here, and they all embody, you know, oh, the Empress is the next card out. I feel like your person, you feel like your person is like the person. But you can't, I feel like the communication part of this is really holding you up, and it's the communication aspect that's key. Okay. I'm going to pull some advice and guidance cards. Any final messages for Aries in this situation? Advice, guidance, feedback, anything they should focus on. The Chariot again, and the Knight of Swords again. Yeah, advice from Spirit. You've got to talk, you've got to communicate, you've got to speak with this person. You have to start, even if you don't know what words to use, even if you stumble or are tongue-tied, even if, you know, even if you think it's really, really hard, you need to communicate your truth. We have the Knight of Swords. You know, you feel like you can't speak. The Knight of Swords is next to the Chariot here. And your advice is the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. No matter how difficult it is, especially to start, you need to communicate honestly and openly with this person. Let's see what's at the bottom. The Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Long-term stability, security, gift-giving. I don't think you want to end up with this person. I think there's love and caring here. But this communication is key. Even if it's hard, even if you think it's going to bring up some stuff, maybe some stuff needs to be brought up because it wasn't brought up before, it wasn't addressed directly, and it needs to be brought up so you can get rid of it once and for all. Bury the body and be done with it, you know. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. Communication here is key, Aries. Whatever the situation is. it feels like an established relationship. Again, whether it's romantic or family or friendship or something, you know, you've got to talk. You guys have to sit down and speak to each other openly, even if it causes a little conflict, right? Because the Five of Swords, too, is about not considering where the other side is coming from. And that can't be fixed without open and genuine and free-flowing communication between two people. So, just an FYI. All right. Yeah. All right, Aries, those are your messages for the first 2 weeks of July. I hope they were helpful, useful, clarifying for you. Again, if any of it resonated with you, you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself as a gift for someone else. Click on the description link below for contact details. Email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you in a couple of weeks for the July mid-month readings. Until then, stay safe, Aries. Stay well, be blessed, be strong, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.